Today, I am going to be wearing the outfit of the Joseon king. So he has a big tall hat and also red robes. Only the king was allowed to wear red robes.
Any Ellie's pick you have here? Your favorites?
Yeah, well, I really enjoy Gyeongbokgung Hall, the really big throne room. I think if I used a word to describe it, it would be commanding. It just commands your attention and commands you to explore and walk around. But I think more on a personal level is Gyeongbokgung, which you'll notice I said gung. So it's actually a palace in the palace. And that's actually where we are right now. And the reason that this place has meaning to me is because it was the home of the last emperor and the last empress of the Korean Empire. And the empress particular, Empress Myeongsong, who I know you know, she's more popularly known as Queen Min. She was a phenomenal woman. She was so well educated in politics and economics and history that a lot of people said she ruled the country, not Gojong, not her husband. And even Gojong said, like, in every way, she's my equal. I think maybe more. And lots of foreign envoys who came here and met her, they always had these things to say, like how amazing she was, even through a translator, and she was so eloquent. But unfortunately, her life was laced with tragedy. She was killed in 1895 during what is known as the Eulmi incident. So Japanese troops snuck in to this palace at nighttime and murdered her. And there were some foreigners who witnessed it, and they were able to report it globally. So the world did know about it, but at that point, Japan had such a strong hold over Joseon that there was really nothing left to be done. So very heartbreaking. She, was killed in these exact grounds where we're standing. But I think we can come here and remember her accomplishments, not her, the sad ending of her life. A lot of Gyeongbokgung has been reconstructed, burned down, reconstructed again. The buildings that you'll find here are mostly, new models, or a lot of them are just lost to history. But what Gyeongbokgung has taught me as a historian is that you don't need really authentic buildings from, hundreds of years ago. You don't need to see pictures of people that have passed away to really come to a place and feel that history. We can walk around knowing the information that we know, and we can feel that power and that incredible story that lingered in these palace walls without everything being 500 or 600 years old. And I think that's really the magic of Gyeongbokgung. It establishes itself as an icon not only for Seoul and for Korea, but for the Korean people and for Korean history in general. Now we're gonna go get some Korean late night food at a restaurant called The Story of the Blue Star, my absolute favorite restaurant, located in Insadong, the traditional craft street of northern Seoul. So come down the alleyway and follow me. This is it. Look for the green sign. I found this place actually through a makgeolli brewing group in Seoul, and I noticed that it had a really interesting history. And the history is that the owner was a famous stage actor in Korea, but he loved makgeolli and chon, like Korean pancake, so much that he decided to open his own restaurant. Even though he's no longer a stage actor, he has lots of signatures and movie posters and stage posters from his friends and his colleagues that he worked with. So it has a really nice, cozy atmosphere.
What is your favorite thing to order? Well, let's get that.
The best stuff to order for a group, in my opinion, is the Korean pancake. They have lots of options like kimchi or potato or seafood, and also the tofu kimchi. They give you big pieces of tofu and different kinds of kimchi that you can eat with it, so it's really easy to share and really delicious.
And drinks?
Oh, makgeolli.
So, like I said, the owner of the place, he really, really loves makgeolli. So he actually, before he set up the restaurant, toured all around Korea, tried makgeolli from different regions until he found his favorite ones, and those are the ones that he sells here. So they're really nice makgeolli, and makgeolli that you might not find in other stores in Seoul because they're from other parts of the country. Ooh, this is not a Turkish coffee place! Because I've lived here for a while now and I've traveled here so much, I'm getting the opportunity to explore a lot of the lesser known places, especially like the Korean countryside. Like Seoul is so hectic, so busy, and these days I find myself really drawn to like the grandmas and the grandpas in the countryside and how they live their life, and the natural food and the organic food and the different kinds of kimchi that you can get, you know. In terms of my personal goals, I'm trying to get a residency visa so that I can do any kind of work that I want. Also just feel more like I'm a part of this society. Right now I'm just teaching, so it's different from being a resident. I've been to lots of places in Korea, but I've never been to Gwangju in the south. Gwangju has a very tragic history, as you know, and yeah, I'd like to go there and pay my respects and learn about the history more, learn about the people more.
Wishing you the best of luck in New Year.
Thanks, you too.
And I cannot wait to hear more from you.
Thanks, you too. Say Hanbok 많이 받으세요. Happy New Year.
Yeah, say 많이 받으세요.
Cheers.
Yes.